Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome to our first episode ever.
First episode ever of the Review podcast.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. I'm Enzo.
I'm Chuck.
And we're about to get into some things a little bit, you know what I'm saying? For a couple hours or two.
Yeah.
You know how that go?
Yeah. So I first met Enzo in elementary school, actually. And we were in after school together. We went to the same elementary school. And he was like a third grader, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like a first grader, kindergartner. And my friend was bullying me because I've always been in codependent relationships. We'll talk about that later. But my friend was bullying me. And he actually like stood up to my friend for me when he saw that she was bullying me. And I'm pretty sure that you used the phrase bucktooth beaver. I'm pretty sure he called her bucktooth beaver, which like at the time in the 90s was like probably like oof. Like
Yeah,
I would
that
cut deep
was-
because I remember her shutting the fuck up. And I was like, oh my God, like mad respect, mad love. Like I remember you and another girl, shout out Erin, because this is like a positive thing. Always like looking out for me. Like I feel like y'all kind of like took me in as like your little cousin or something. Like
Yeah, you were definitely
subconsciously.
our little cousin from down the street
Right.
who was like shy and timid.
Yeah.
But like wanted to turn up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember that moment exactly, but that does sound like something that I would say. And that time period, bucktooth beaver, along with some other insults that probably shouldn't be repeated because of age. But yeah. I remember you more so in high school. Just like I always thought you were cool. Like you were like the little kid, but like you were like always the cool one. Like you know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You was always like really cool and just like I don't know, because I know whatever I was doing, like you always laughed at it. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you were fucking hilarious as fuck. And honestly, I always knew you could read a bitch to fill. You know, and you always had this amazing laugh too. So like you just have like a good energy. Always,
Thank you. I tried to until you piss me off. Then I get like really negative, and like it's
Really
it's
negative.
like a power. Like I don't even understand it. It just comes over and then. Anyway, yeah, we're not like that. We're not going down that road anymore. But yeah, I remember that in high school and just like whatever happened, I know that you were like always over there just like laughing and just was like, oh, you're crazy.
That's right.
Yeah. And then for like the longest time, this is when like people like were like changing their names on Facebook. And for the longest time, I forgot your name, and I thought you were Charlie for the longest
I
time.
know, yeah.
And I'm
Charlie
like,
Versace.
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think her name is Charlie,
I know.
but her name says Charlie. So it was just confusing. So I was just like, okay, whatever. We're just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, that was at the time where like, you know, Facebook was kind of new still. It was like 2007 and you know, all the advisors like scared you to death, like make sure you hide all your pictures and shit on
Oh, yeah, that was
Facebook,
the
otherwise
worst.
you're not going to get into college or get hired or
Yeah.
anything.
Don't tag me.
Yeah, don't tag me
Yeah.
and hide all your shit. And so that's why I changed my name so no one could look me up so I could get
Exactly.
into school.
See, I had my regular name, but I just made myself unsearchable.
Yeah.
Which I was still searchable.
See, probably the Leo in me wanted me to still be searchable somehow.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't even have Facebook anymore because people were just fucking nosy, and I felt like people are posting too much on Facebook. Like it was nice once in a while, but then it was like, oh, I got a Pepsi, let me post this. Oh, I got a Pepsi with my name on it, let me post this now. Like, nah, like we don't need all these extra posts. And I just got tired of it. And then people just were being like, I felt like they were being invasive on things that they shouldn't have been. You know what I mean?
100%. I totally know what you mean.
Yeah, and so then I think it was maybe 2012 is when I was like, fuck this shit, I'm deleting it. I don't care about the pictures. And then for a while, I deactivated it because you couldn't delete it completely at that time.
Okay.
So I would deactivate my Facebook, and then I would actually, this is kind of vain, I would activate my Facebook the week of my birthday so that I can get the birthday shots.
I mean, that's kind of cool because like people you haven't talked to in a long time.
Right.
Like
and so that whole week of, my birthday, which is in September, September 10th, if you want to buy me a gift.
His Venmo is.
Venmo is, Cash App, Birkin bag me, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
No, you would only activate.
Yes, I would activate it for my. I was thinking about the Birkin bags. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It distracted me. I said Birkin bag, and I'm like, wait a minute, I could use a Birkin. But yeah, I will log on for that week and get all the birthday shout outs, and then I will disappear and come back the following year. Like, hey, bitches, it's me. I'm back. It's my birthday again, bitch. Right. And then I would just disappear. And then all of a sudden, I was just like, fuck this shit. I don't even need it anymore.
Yeah, I honestly, I totally know what you mean. Like everyone, okay. You know what really bothered me about Facebook was the statuses. Like I hated how people would put their whole fucking life story on their statuses. Like shit where I would feel embarrassed and like cringed out because you are oversharing on your statuses. And I was like, I'm just like you, I'm tired of reading statuses about absolutely nothing about this Pepsi or just the dumb shit. That shit was annoying as fuck. And
or when you can tell when two people are arguing back and forth because their statuses are changing every minute or so.
That's kind of fun though. That's like Twitter.
It's a little messy.
That was fun to watch, but I just honestly.
But it's embarrassing too. Like what I mean, because
it is.
All it takes is that one person to say something, and it's like, oh, you're going there. Well, then I'm going to go here, and then next, your grandma from the South knows everything that's going on. Exactly,
and that's the other thing is like, your grandma from the South. Everybody knows about her and that she died because you wouldn't be the first one to put it on Facebook that you're going through some shit.
Right.
Like,
just go through it. Are you really going through shit?
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get up.
We should always press record.
Yeah. But no, and that was the thing. And honestly, this is a little fucked up. Maybe like a little insensitive of me, but I promise I am a very sensitive person and I am very empathetic. But I really hated it when people were like, I'm so depressed and nobody likes me. And, one of those where people would try to pull for like people's attention.
Yeah, they're fishing.
Yeah, they were fishing. Yeah. That's the shit. I was like, oh my. And I only wanted to go on there to stalk people's pictures anyway, which is why once I got Instagram, I was like... And then also once all the old folks got on Facebook.
Yeah, that was it.
My dad's on Facebook like he's addicted. Like he's on all the time like a teenager.
My mom's on Facebook and she doesn't even have a Facebook.
Wait, what?
Right, make it make sense. 2021.
Wait, what do you mean? Does she have a stalker page, like an imposter page?
She uses her brother's page.
I thought you were talking about because my dad has 2 or 3 Instagrams that are not his because he never made an Instagram page. But
so there's the spammers.
Yeah, there's the spammers. Yeah. They used some of my dad's pictures from off Facebook, and they actually contacted a few of my family members, like from Florida and stuff like that, saying for money.
Yeah. And if you see those people, please report those. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy though. He hasn't said anything.
He didn't know because he's not on Instagram. I had to tell him, like, Dad, did you make Instagram? He's like, no, I don't know how to use Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And then also my cousins, like, down south, they were like, hey, Uncle Jay, like, this is kind of weird. Because he, like, the person was fucked up, too. Whoever was scamming which obviously, but they were like, hey, they would just do like a simple hey to like start the conversation. Then once they got the grab, the hook, then and they were like, "Hey, Uncle Jay, like, what's up?" Ooh, said my dad's name, but whatever, it's fine.
We didn't say his whole name, so it's a little. Okay.
But if then they'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then the person would be like, "Oh, I'm not feeling that well. I've been really sick." So then they'd be like, wait, what the fuck? You've been sick?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also don't put that energy on my dad.
Right. No, seriously, because the tongue is powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and then they'd be like, you know, it would really help if you could, you know, I've been really struggling, if you could send me money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, be careful, guys. Definitely report the pee. I asked my friends. My friends have reported. My cousins have reported. And it still hasn't. They're not deleted.
Really?
Yeah. I've even commented like under the picture, like this is not a real person.
I know this. One of my friend's sister's ex is basically stalking her and the family.
Wait, your friend's
My friend's sister's ex.
Okay.
Yeah. Is basically stalking their family, and he's been creating fake pages of his ex to get her to come back. And he's like, "Oh, I'm cutting myself." Like, first off,
oh my God.
First off, he's gassing, okay? Because I've seen the pictures, and they're like a fucking like a nail scratch. Like, you're not really cutting yourself. Like, you know what I mean? You're not really going in deep. It's just like a regular. I mean, I'm not trying to make it, you know,
I know what you mean.
But
it's dramatic.
He's being extra. He's really being dramatic, like the award goes to, kind of thing.
Wait, so is he posing as your friend's sister, saying I'm cutting myself to the family, or he's actually showing himself?
Saying showing himself cutting himself because she broke his heart and won't come back.
And so everyone blocked him. So this is his way to get in.
Right.
That's absolutely psychotic.
And like, there's multiple police reports and stuff like that. But like, he's fucking stupid. That's what he is. And it's just like, get over it. Like,
it's
relationships.
Scary.
It really is scary. It really is scary. I mean, I told you last week I told you about my stalker, but like, it wasn't. I don't think it has gone to that extreme of social media quite yet, unless I don't know. But on her behalf, like, that's just fucking crazy. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing
this?
Every like 2 days, he creates another Instagram with her pictures, and you know.
I see the problem is like there's like also like a lot of jokes, on memes and shit where. Women are making memes like, if my man's like this, I don't want him like this crazy. And it's like, that shit is not a joke. That shit is not funny. Like, some people would be like, oh my God, I want my man to be that crazy about me.
Yeah, no, like, no.
That's not healthy. That's completely toxic. No boundaries.
No.
You never know where that's going to go.
Like, you never know what's the outcome of that. It's just that's just fucking. Let's watch who you just get into relationships with people. Like, seriously.
But sometimes it's like those people are so manipulative that you don't even really
realize
know
that you're in it until it's too late.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're like, oh shit. Like, once you hit your 10th red flag, then you're like, oh fuck.
So how many red flags for you does it take before you're like, okay, I need to get the fuck out of here?
So hard. I'm very forgiving. Like, honestly, I'm less forgiving now because of all this like pain and that I went through and yeah, I'm very forgiving. I don't know. Like, because what the problem is? Even though something's a red flag,
Do you make an excuse for that red flag?
I kind of do.
Okay.
Like, I'll say, like, I'll weigh it out. It's almost like I weigh it out.
Okay.
Like, I'm like, and I always go back to, like, no one's perfect. Like, I can't have the perfect guy. Can I tolerate it? Now I'm like, is it a complete red flag or can I tolerate it? And I think even if things are still okay, so this is the difference with me now, is that if I do find something that's a red flag, I bring it up.
Okay.
Whereas in my previous relationships, I would just make excuses for it and just say like there's no kind of perfect guy and like see if they would change kind of thing. But now I actually bring it up and now I do see changes, like whereas before I would make excuses like, well, at least he does this. At least he does that.
Because, like, I have a cousin whose boyfriend only really calls her for food or for money or, like, like, random shit, not like, oh, do you need anything, or are you good? Do you want food? Do you want X, Y, and Z? It's like, no, I need a sandwich. Can you order me a sandwich?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
was
the
never
time and
that.
effort that it took you to call me and say that you want a sandwich. You could have called
went on
your own
Grubhub.
and got your own sandwich. And it was like, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like for red flags, with me, I'm a little less forgiving than you
So you're like very like as soon as you see it, you're out.
for the most part.
That's
Yeah,
great. Honestly,
yeah.
I think that's a
But
great
then
thing.
it's a great thing, but then it's also a curse in itself as well. Because it's like, well, damn, you're never satisfied. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, damn, now,
Like you're searching for perfection
not,
or
well,
something.
well, I don't think I'm searching for perfection, but, because I understand that no one is perfect, and I'm not perfect myself, and I don't strive to be perfect.
So
But
then what's the problem?
just red flags. Like, I don't know, I hate
No,
liars.
I'm saying
Oh.
like what's the problem with that then? If you think it could be like, you know, you seeing the red flag and cutting it off.
Well-
If you understand that people aren't perfect and you know it is a red flag for you, why is that a bad thing?
It's a bad thing because then if you're cutting off everything that's a flag, then you're gonna be left alone. See what I'm saying?
If it's just a flag.
If it's just the flags, like it can be like the smallest flag.
And I think that is the thing. It's like, for me, is like when is the cutoff? How many flags, like you said?
And so for me, it's more so like I'll forgive you once, but then like the second time, you're not gonna get. I have this thing like, if you fuck me over, you're not gonna get the same me twice. You know what I'm saying? The first person that you get is going to be 100% honest, 100% authentically me. But the first time that you fuck me over, now you're only getting like 80% of me. And that other percentage is side-eyeing you and everything that you do. And like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, is it because you never like fully talk it out?
no, I believe we fully talked it out multiple times.
Because
But
I
it's
feel
just,
like if you do talk it out and it only happened one time, you should fully forgive the person and start with a clean slate.
well, see, I don't think I can start with a clean slate because then I will always go back to, well, you did this.
And you
You did
can't, but that's the
this.
whole thing. Like, you know, when you get in an argument, you know how they say, like, you're not supposed to bring up, like, past stuff because then you'll never move forward. So, and that's the whole point of, like, you talking it out. Like, put everything out on the table. And I've even, like, talked about this with my friends and stuff, like, even that have gone to counseling and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And they say, like, even if, you know, when you're, like, you think you talked everything out with your partner, but then some shit comes up that just didn't sit right with you, but you don't want to bring it up again because you don't you guys
You don't
settled
wanna
it and you
add
don't want to
fuel
open
to
it.
the fire,
You don't want to
right.
add it, you know, go back to it.
Right.
But you should, like, anything that comes up, you should put it out to the person because then those things will kind of sit like
They harbor and they fester.
exactly,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you didn't get to fully put out everything that you needed to say, even if it's like a 3-week conversation. Like, if some people may not want to fucking deal with that with you, which is fair, like, you know what I'm saying, but if they do, you know, that's kind of how you know if the person is for you, if they'll stay or not, like, you
Yeah,
know. But you
yeah.
gotta, like, obviously there is a limit. You can't
Yeah.
bring up the same shit every time, but if there was something different that really wasn't hitting you right, you have to be completely honest and open. And then once you guys
Converse
like
or whatever.
converse and then everything, you smash it up, you forgive each other, you legit have to forgive each other. Like, I think you
Yeah.
should start from a new slate. But if it's a pattern,
See, like my whole thing with forgiveness is like I'll forgive you, but then I always will side eye you. Like I'm always going to protect my energy again because I feel like,
the trust is gone.
yeah, like because I feel as though I'm being 100% me. I'm being honest. I'm telling you everything. Like I told you like my deepest fear or whatever. So you know me bare, like naked, completely.
Yeah.
And then for you to turn around and do something and it's like, well damn. Here I am sitting here being honest and genuine, and I'm sitting here looking like Boo Boo the Fool because you're not being genuine with me. You have this mask up or you have this partition up, and now that your mask has fallen off and I see the real you, going forward, is this the real you or is this the mask that, has been placed back on your face?
Well, over time, does the mask get lifted? Has the mask ever gotten lifted, so to speak, where you're like, okay, they really did just fuck up that one time, and I see that they were just dumb in that moment.
No.
So can you give me an example? Because I'm trying to think of not everyone is you. Not everyone is in your head.
No.
So not everyone knows all the limits of how, even if you told them this story about you, that you felt like they should have understood how this action connects and triggers, whatever that is, it could be a genuinely honest mistake.
It could.
If it's something huge, obviously, where they're being really sneaky and shady, or you said, completely fuck you over, then that's understandable, and you shouldn't fuck with them again if you can't trust them.
Yeah, but then that just goes back to, I guess, just what's the saying? Scaring people before they scare you.
Oh, I haven't even heard that.
You never heard that, really?
Mm-mm. But okay. I get the
you get it.
Yeah.
Let me cut you off before you decide to cut me off,
Yeah.
and then I'm sitting here left with all these emotions that I can't explain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't want to feel like.
But yeah, give me an example. Do you have?
Okay, so 2 years ago, I started talking to this person, and I want to say maybe 3 months into the development of the relationship, just vanished. And,
So they ghosted?
Ghosted.
Okay.
And, I'm reaching out to family members and calling people hey, have you seen such and such? Or, what's going on with such and such? I'm calling and, nobody's answering, or I'm sending messages and I know they're getting read because I was sending them through Instagram and, they have the scene and whatever. So long story short, after, I confronted them about the situation, it was you know what, you're right and I'm wrong.
Who said that?
The person. It was oh, you're absolutely right. It was just cut it off, you're right. And it's just you don't have an argument here to support why you went away for 2 weeks. And it was,
Well, then, honestly, and so I feel you can look at it as God or your higher power or whatever the fuck you believe in or don't believe in, whatever. I feel that you have to look at it not as a negative thing. You have to look at it as wow, my guardian angels or whoever the fuck.
No, I did. I did
life
because
is pointing me in the right direction, away from this
No,
person.
I did. And it's been numerous times where I guess they had the chance to try it again.
Okay.
And still just keeps fucking up.
So what made you forgive them after that? Or was that the second time or whatever?
No, that was the first time. The second time...
Well, what made you forgive them?
I really kind of did.
Oh, I see.
I really kind of... I just let it phase away. And then we
so
recently...
I feel do you feel you didn't really fully talk it out?
I felt when I wanted to fully talk it out, the other person was not reciprocating what I wanted to get from the conversation. If that makes sense.
So this is the other thing. When you go into an argument, you can't go in with any expectations because you can't control how the other person's going to react, what they're going to say. You don't know their emotions.
Agree.
So you have to go in mentally, no expectations, because that will let you down.
I agree. But at the same time, if something is worth fighting for, you will fight for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you claim that you loved me as you said you did,
Yeah.
and you loved us, and you loved the energy that we had,
The actions aren't matching that.
right? And
Yeah,
that's
fair.
what was my reasoning for just like letting it go.
Yeah, and that's fine.
You know what I mean?
I feel like you shouldn't even feel any kind of shame or feel bad.
But
about
I
that.
do, because I honestly felt like, and I still feel like it could have worked. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because if you made it work, because obviously
Right,
the other person
right.
wasn't meeting you halfway, so
Right.
then it couldn't have.
Right,
You know,
right.
because they had to be in it too. So
Right.
it can't be all on you.
Right.
You know, you can't put in all the energy. You can't, just like how you can't change someone,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So no matter whatever work you did, that
No,
it
no,
wasn't gonna work, because
I-
they're not all the way.
No. And it just fucking sucks, you know?
No, it's great because they got
I
out
guess,
the way
yes,
for someone
yes,
who
but it
will
sucks
treat you
that-
how you want.
That time was wasted.
Don't
Or
you?
I don't even say time wasted, but time was exhausted when growth could have been happening. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
I
always
know what
I
you
try to
mean.
try to look at the positive of everything, but it's just like
Don't fucking string me along.
right.
I get that, but you have to be optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be.
You have to be
But
optimistic,
I'm a
and you have to
realist
say
as
like
well.
it was an experience, and honestly,
It was a good
you
experience,
learned from
and
it.
I would do it again. I
It's
honestly
a
would do it
learning
again. I
experience.
honestly would do it again. Like we're friends now, and I say friends. I don't want to say friends lightly, but like, you know, if it's a message, I see a message and I'm like, okay, hey, how you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to be rude or
Yeah, yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Like, you know, it's cordial.
You're cool. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's kind of like Khloe Kardashian and what's his name? What's her?
Tristan.
Tristan. Yeah. How they have.
Well, actually, they're like together now.
now they're back
again.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's is this she? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay, so I'd never watched the Kardashians like that, because the show is honestly boring as fuck.
Hi.
Yeah. So I went to the store. Oh my god! Like
Courtney, I don't want to hear what you're saying because I'm Cameron. I just want to.
like Bible. I went to the store and like she bought the last.
Literally,
Prada
you're
glasses,
draining
and I
my
wanted the last
energy
Prada
right
glasses.
now.
Yeah.
You're draining my energy right now.
And they were draining my fucking energy, which is why I never watched the show.
No,
but
they were
I
terrible.
decided to watch this last season because it's their finale season.
Okay.
I'm still bored.
Finally, after like 40 seasons or something like that.
Exactly. And I'm still fucking bored, but it's a little juicier just because, you know, you can't help but follow them on Instagram. I don't even follow any of them
I don't
anymore,
follow
so I was
any
like,
of
why
them.
the fuck
I
am
never
following
did. I
them?
never
I
did.
at one point.
At one point, I still don't like them, but like they're fucking powerful as hell.
That's why I was like, I don't even need to follow them because now they're all over my
Mm-hmm.
fucking feed. So let me just not follow them, but they still found a way. So this is kind of interesting because you can see like the Instagram side and then
Mm-hmm.
the real side. But she actually asked Tristan for his sperm initially to like make
For another kid, yeah.
Yeah, but they are dating. I think she just is keeping him at a distance, obviously, because
Mm-hmm.
he, you know, publicly cheated and shit. And they don't play that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's good. That's one thing I would
Yeah, but
say
they're
about
working it
them.
out.
That's a good thing for them, but I can't get over how fake everything is.
Yeah, I know. So I was gonna bring up the fact that there's this whole like, speaking of the dumb shit with the Kardashians and how it's all over the place, like so irrelevant, like so not important is how Khloe is upset about this picture leaking of her, and it's a normal picture. She doesn't have makeup on. She looks pretty. She's fit. I don't see the problem with the picture at all. It's just she doesn't have makeup on and it's not heavily edited like with filters and shit like how she usually has.
But you know, she sees herself as the ugly Kardashian.
And I think that's the problem. She
And
has
that's
like
what it is.
body dysmorphia
She
slightly.
does. She does, because she's what, 5'7", and everyone's like 5'3".
Right.
And then
bite size.
the Jenners are tall, except Kylie. I don't think Kylie's
She might be tall. She might be like, well, taller than me. I'm like 5'3". I think Kylie's probably like 5'7" or some shit like that.
Okay.
That's tall to me. I don't know.
Well, that's about average for a female, 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah.
Yeah, that's around average, I believe.
I feel like I'm average. I feel tall.
I'm above average. I'm 6'3", so yeah.
I feel like I'm. It's so funny because next to each other, and if we stood next to each other and I saw a picture of us, I would be like, oh, damn. Because I really be feeling taller than I am. Like,
That's
I probably
good.
feel 5'10".
BDE.
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 What's that?
Big dick energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
No,
PE.
big
pussy
P.
energy.
Oh, okay. Ow, brrr. Okay, get your pussy on, bitch.
Maybe you don't want a big pussy. I don't know. Depends.
Big fat pussy,
Yeah,
Mufasa.
maybe fat. Yeah, but I don't really have. But I don't. It's not really bad.
Ah, that's another topic. Maybe next week. I was gonna say next year.
Next year.
Next week will be our nasty episode. So you know. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't want. Like, I think everything is so fucking heavily filtered and stuff now that it's like it really makes.
Do you think it came from them?
Yes,
Everyone
I
trying
do.
to be a Kardashian.
I do. Yeah, I
And-
do. Because if you look at all the bitches look the same. All the bitches that have the filler and all those makeup Instagram famous people, they all look like a version of Kim or Kylie. No matter the
Kim,
race.
Kylie. What? It's like 5 people that everyone looks like. Kim, Kylie,
Like Bella Hadid. Like
Bella
the
Hadid.
Hadids.
Nikki, or who's another one that everyone's trying to look like? I don't know.
I feel like the
They all look the
Kardashians
same.
are like the main.
They're like the main. They all want to look like them.
Yeah. Or like a Jessica White type
Yeah,
of look.
yeah,
They
yeah,
want to look like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sad.
It is.
Cause now, like honestly, I don't forget what a actual body looks like. But like when you see a natural body, you appreciate it a little bit more.
I really do.
You appreciate it so because you're like, damn.
Yeah, because all these other bodies are out the box.
Yeah, the
You know,
ratio
diamond-
proportion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, I don't know because I'm not like a guy or, you know, or whoever likes girls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I like ass. I think a nice ass on a girl is cool. I don't mind if you get like your tits done. If they're like, you know, saggy after kids or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Or if you're
Because I will be getting my tits done if they turn into some little sacks.
yeah, because that's something that you want to do to improve yourself. But
Yeah.
like when you're getting like, you know, like basically like big ass boobs, big ass, and just looking crazy, like, you know, with a little teeny tiny waist, that just looks crazy to me. And it's like,
Okay, but what if the ass? Do you think that have you seen any fake asses that look good, or like any, you know,
in real
Brazilian
life,
body lifts
like
that
like
you-
in real life,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
When I worked at Old Navy, it was this lady that worked there, and she went to DR to get her body done. And when she came back, she was hella better than what she
Okay.
was. It was like, oh, okay, I see the upgrade.
All right.
Like I see that
Okay.
it looks good, and it.
Did you feel it?
No, I didn't feel it because you know I
HR.
HR and I respect the female body, so
I don't know if maybe she like you know, because some people after they get their body
yeah,
they feel.
yeah, no, but at the same time, my boss at the time there, she got her breast done,
Okay.
and that was more of a cosmetic thing for her. Because she was always fit. Like to me, she's for her age, she looks fucking good. She takes care of her body, you can tell.
Yeah.
But I don't know why she just wanted bigger boobs, and she just got them done. So she was out of work for like 2 weeks and came back and had bigger boobs, and everyone was just like, okay.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Have you felt fake boobs? Because I've felt fake titties before, but they were, granted, they weren't all the way settled, but them shits was hard as rocks. Like, even harder than when my boobs were as a teenager right before my period or something like that. Like, they were
Hard.
like plastic.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, no, I've never felt any fake ones. I felt a lot of real ones, but I never felt no fake ones.
Well, that's why I was wondering, like, would you be turned on, like, because for me, I don't know that, like, because I knew it was like a fake ass, I don't know.
I've been asked this
that-
question before.
Yeah, I don't know that if I would be turned on by it knowing that it's fake.
So when Nicki Minaj
Unless it looks
first
really
came
good.
out, my sister used to ask me a lot, like, what do you see that's interesting about her? Like I mean, she, of course, my sister likes Nicki too, but like, she was just like her body ratio, because I think at the time it wasn't, the ass implants weren't as famous.
Yeah.
Mostly just with her and Kim.
It still doesn't really look that great. It still looks hard or something, like.
Well, I saw a picture yesterday and it looks really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but of course, obviously, because things have enhanced,
Yeah.
you know, made things a little better now. But at the time, my sister was like, "It looks weird. It looks weird. It doesn't look natural." And I'm like, "I don't give a fuck." Like, me and my cousin was sitting there watching Starship video in her pink bikini, and like, and this is the time where Comcast had the slow mo, so you can put it on slow mo. We were just sitting there watching her.
Drooling.
Yeah, and my sister was like, "But it looks fucking fake. Like, it looks
That's
nasty.
right. Yeah,
like,
that's
you
how I
know,
feel.
how are you guys just?" And we were like, "We don't care. It just looks good." Like, there's some fake asses that look good, and then there's some that doesn't.
You could see, like, the thighs are too skinny.
Yeah, or
the booty's
just
too high or too low. Or,
Like, or it just moves weird. Like,
well,
Dream
I felt
Doll.
like hers moved weird. I felt like hers like looks heavy and like it doesn't. I feel like it all moves in one piece, where it's like a real ass, it like kind of flows a little bit, but her ass was just like boop boop boop.
I think when it first it was like that, it was really like literally two
Hard,
buns.
Yes.
I think now
She probably she got it redone.
yeah, she got it redone. And then especially with like motherhood and stuff like that,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
body changes and
Thicken
stuff like
out,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think now it looks good, because she had posted that video of her twerking on the bed the one time, and I was just
Oh,
like,
I missed that one.
I was just like, oh, okay. All
Oh,
right. It
all
was
right.
moving.
Okay.
It was moving.
Okay.
It was clapping. Waterbed. You know, but like there's some who just looks like, for me, Dream Doll's body just looks weird to me.
And
Like,
also,
it's-
she looks bite sized, right? Like,
Yeah.
is she like taller than like 5'9"? She looks so tiny. I
Who?
don't even know. Dream Doll, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's tiny.
No,
right?
she is tiny.
Yeah, that's
I think
what-
you're thinking of Cash Doll.
No, I think I'm thinking of Dream Doll. She was on Love and Hip Hop. Dream Doll?
Yeah.
I feel like
Is she
looks
tall?
so
She is tiny.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think she only looks like 4'11".
Yeah, she's really
that.
small.
Like, she looks
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
tiny.
and her assets make her look even more like they're swallowing her.
That's
like-
and that's why I think probably why she looks crazy,
Yeah.
because she's probably just all ass and tits.
Yeah, and then it's not a good ratio to me, and it just looks weird. And people are like, "What waist? What waist? What waist?" And I'm like, "She needs a waist. She needs a little bit more waist just to
Yeah.
even everything out, because
Yeah.
it's like."
It looks like your body hurts. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it looks
carrying
like
that shit,
it
and it's not
really
built
looks
for
like
that.
it hurts, because it
Yeah.
looks like it's too much material going on in there.
Yeah.
And it looks like it doesn't move properly.
You know, I gotta watch. Is her body moving how Nicki Minaj's body moved before?
Yeah, like just stiff and heavy.
That's
Like,
how I feel it looks.
Did you watch the Grammys?
No,
So
I
did-
just watched
okay.
clips. I
Did
didn't
you
watch it this
see
year.
Cardi's and Meg's
Yes.
performance?
Yeah.
So Cardi's ass looks stiff to me as
Yeah,
well.
I agree. It
It
does.
looks really nasty.
It does.
It doesn't look natural.
No.
At versus,
Megan's is obviously
well,
juicy and
we know
delish.
hers is always,
Yeah, so
you know,
soft. It looks
right.
soft.
It looks, well, obviously it is natural.
Yeah.
But like you can tell, like, you know, but you can tell the difference. You can look at the
Exactly.
difference and
Yeah.
tell. But you can also look at the difference and tell a good ass Brazilian butt lift, if this is what we're calling it, versus one that was cheaply.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what's so nasty? Like those strip club clips where the bitches, or even like whatever music
Mm-hmm.
video, and the bitches, you could kind of see the implant.
Yes,
up.
yes.
Oh, that shit is disgusting.
Same thing with the breasts. When you see them in the breasts.
Well, I remember like old, especially like in 90s porn.
Yeah, I'm about to say the same thing. In porn, you can
could
see it.
how the bag is wrinkly,
Right,
the wrinkles
right,
in the silicone
right,
bag.
right,
That's
and
in
you'll
the
see it
implant.
in the yeah.
Yes,
I was
when
getting ready to say the
they're
same
leaned
thing.
over. Yeah.
Or just laying back.
Yeah.
And you just see like
You could
nothing
see-
is moving, but you see like
Yeah, you literally can see
right,
the implant.
right,
Yeah.
right. I was just getting ready to say we're here.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah. But that's fucking nasty. That's just fucking nasty. I would honestly, I'd probably just go soft just seeing that.
The titty.
Yeah, I'd
implants?
be like, what the
Or
fuck?
Any
just
implant.
any implant just moving,
shift.
just like some alien shit. Like something's
That's
gonna
what it looks
pop
like,
out
exactly.
and like, you know what I mean? It just looks weird. Oh no.
You know, and I think the Kardashians kind of fucked their bodies up because they got so much surgery, but they also work out so much.
Yes.
Like, you know, they get personal trained.
Well, they're not
probably
big
every
people.
day.
They're not big
And
people.
they're tiny. So yeah, so then their asses look so fucking weird. Like they should not work out. Like
It was a point where Kim's ass looked crazy too.
it did.
It looked crazy
looked
too.
like sticks like
Yeah.
lollipops.
Yeah, it looked crazy too. It
Yeah.
really did. Who's your favorite Kardashian?
Kendall. I would say Kendall or Kourtney. As dry as Kourtney is, that shit.
I think
cracks
Kourtney's
me
the
fuck
prettiest one.
up.
She's the prettiest
It
one
looks
to
like she
me.
got the least done. Like she
Yeah.
probably. I know she gets Botox, but it looks like she's. She looks the same.
I like Kendall. And I like, first off, Kylie's transformation. Let's just say the first Kylie I would not have looked at. The second Kylie I definitely will look at. I think she has the best work done.
I agree. I think that her transformation was badly.
I feel as though,
kind of still sad. Like
yeah.
you know,
I mean, you can tell, but it looks fucking good.
it does.
It looks like she's the hottest Kardashian. Like she took Kim's title.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She.
I think you're right. Like it was really hard for me to say that she looks good because it's like overplayed to me because every bitch that had surgery looks like her. Like every
They all
makeup
look
bitch
alike. They all look alike.
looks like that.
Everyone does the same makeup.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be a light skinned black girl, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all want you.
Yeah, but with curves.
They all want her.
But with curves and juicy lips and like
Yeah.
all the like you
Yeah,
know,
best of every feature of every
yeah,
culture. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah, yeah.
pretty much, which is subjective.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Yeah.
I started following these like pages now on Instagram that are like honoring like real bodies and real faces and
Nice.
shit like that because you need that reality check sometimes and like it is beautiful. Like, have you ever met a girl that it's really just about confidence, honestly? Because have you ever met a girl with like a really big ass like weird nose or like you know something weird about them, like a weird mole?
So
or
fun
some
fact,
shit like that, and they're hot, they're sexy.
love weird things on people.
I think I do too.
And my cousin will tell, if she was here, she'll tell you the same thing. She's like, you always find something weird that you like about people, and that's your feature that you like. It's like, you have big ears, I love your ears, or your eyes are so big, I like because your eyes are big. Like just weird features I find like, and I just appreciate those.
Yeah.
I don't like the whole perfect cookie cutter person.
Exactly. It's kind of boring.
Yeah. Like, I dated this one girl because she had freckles, but her freckles weren't like everyday freckles. They were like,
They're like all over.
yeah. But then I also dated this one guy because his ears stuck out.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
I get it. It's cute. It's endearing.
Yeah.
It's like if you have a great personality and you have, it just makes you even hotter because you're just like, wow, you're just like a bad. It makes you like badass or something, you know?
Right. Like, what is her name? Winnie.
Exactly.
I love Winnie.
Exactly.
She's fucking hot.
She's a yeah, she really is. It's sexy.
Yeah.
She really is.
And she
sexy.
wears it.
That's why it's really all about confidence. Like, but it's hard. And it's hard for anyone to find confidence now when everyone wants to look the same.
Because
and
everything is a
filtered
filter.
And like some people will get on other people for not use like, oh, she should have used a filter. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
everyone's a judge and a critic now. So
Or
if
that
you're not
filter
on
doesn't
point-
work well with her. She should have used something else.
Right. It's almost
Yeah.
like I want to look scruffy and shit to be like, fuck you. Like, comment on this. I don't give a fuck. Like, I did this shit on purpose. I don't give a fuck anymore. And I really, as I get older, I don't give a fuck, but I did get Botox recently, like I said last time.
Yes, but we have to tell them the story again because the mics were crazy.
Yes.
So
Yes, so I got Botox. I'm 31, and hell, I wanted to tighten up. I did, and honestly, I do kind of blame Instagram because honestly, if it weren't for Instagram, I probably would have never thought of it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't that bad. It was cheaper than I thought, but I did go to. It's important that you do go to an actual doctor and not just like these med spas that you can find Groupons on. So I went to an actual like plastic surgeon who does.
Cosmetic surgery,
stuff, and injectables, and she literally in 5 seconds, she said, "What areas do bother you?" I said, "I have a line here from frowning all the time, and it won't go away," and I just felt like it made me look older, and Botox is more preventative. It doesn't change your face, but it kind of freezes it where it's at. It slows down the aging process, and it's been around for like over 20 years, so I felt comfortable with it.
You want to shout out your doctor?
Yeah, Falguni Patel.
Okay.
Dr. Falguni Patel. I'm pretty sure that's her name. She's like in the Matawan, New Jersey area. And she was awesome. She was like, made me feel very comfortable. I showed her what I wasn't really into. I was almost thinking that she was gonna like talk me out of it, which I didn't want. Like I thought she was gonna be like, "Girl, you're so young, like you're so pretty, why would you get this now?" But she was like, "How old are you?" 31. "Okay, what areas are bothering you?" And she was like, "Okay." Like, you know what I mean? But you also do want the doctors that are like, "No, this is too much." And I feel like she would be like that too. Because she said, "Okay."
Not just trying to get your money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She said, she said, "This I don't want to do because I feel like, let's start with I feel like a little goes a long way." And she just literally was talking to me and said, "Yeah, my dog fell off of like the bed or something like that. And now he's wearing a cast. So now he's in a cast and I have to keep the dogs apart. Okay, you're done." And that was literally it. That's how fast it was. It didn't hurt. A bee sting, I feel like hurts more than Botox.
I'm allergic to bees.
Are you allergic to bees?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is terrifying.
Bees, wasps, hornets.
Well, do you keep an epi on you? EpiPen?
No. I fight them off.
That's dangerous. Like, you know what I mean? Because you can't really control
No,
that.
I know. The last time I got stung, I was mowing my grass, and I ran the lawnmower over the nest.
Oh my God, that's like Macaulay Culkin and My Girl.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
And I got stung in my legs 3 times, and my legs swelled up. Like I had to take off. I had to take off of work for 2 days because I couldn't walk.
Okay, well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
But is that the reason why you don't have an epi, because it doesn't close up your throat?
Yeah, probably. Or it's never gotten to that experience because I just.
But it could.
I've always just been like, oh, a bee, I'm running the other way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I'm killing it because it's not going to kill me.
Yeah.
So I don't kill animals. I don't kill bugs, but I will knock the fuck out of a bee. Okay? Okay? You hear me, bee? Not queen bee because, she a Virgo and like me, we good. But like bees, I will fuck some bees up. Jersey style.
Period.
But yeah, I'm allergic to them.
Oh my God. Well, no, yeah, like, that's what I said on the last podcast. I was saying, like, it's probably, like, okay, this is the thing. I won't tell my family that I had Botox. I wanted to tell my mom so bad because I feel like she would kind of be into it. No one knows.
So when they watch this, they will know that you...
Yes. And I didn't want to tell them because I feel like they would be very judgy because they're all going to be like, "Oh my God, why would you do that?" You know what I'm saying? And like, why would you even think you would need that? And like, think like there's something wrong with me, or like also think that I'm using my money like irresponsibly or some shit like that. Because they are like, my family's very enmeshed. They all have a lot to say about everyone, and we'll sit someone down fast. Like they will throw an intervention so fast, and they'll have the whole story wrong.
They want to try interventions, but they never do it. So.
Okay, no, mine will actually sit you down and they'll have the whole story wrong and then have you feeling like horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I did not want to share it. But also, my dad is the lightest sheep in the bunch. Like, he is the lightest brother in the bunch, okay? Like, so I was saying, like, my black does crack.
Yes.
And my black is cracking.
Oh,
so I'm trying to preserve it. And I only
sucks.
got a little on my forehead. So I can, like, I'm very, very expressive. And before I could, like,
Can you move
people's
them down?
eyebrow to here, I can't frown anymore.
It's not moving at all.
Like, I mean, still can frown, but, like, I can't, like, do the confused look. Like, it just does evil
she can't
eyebrow. So
she
I
can't
won't
go
be
like
doing
that.
it as much. I probably won't get Botox for another few years, even though it wears off in, like, 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, it really
I'm
makes
just
no
not going to
sense.
get it done till probably, like, 5 years. Another,
Okay.
you know, I'm going to have
so
it
maybe
really spread
once a year
out.
or something, or after that, or something.
If I see, like, the lines coming back really heavy, because I was, like, looking in the mirror, like, damn, I look tired.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you said that recently?
Yeah, which is why I got the Botox.
Okay.
And I feel like I look like my
Oh, what's up? man?
refreshed self. And honestly, it could be just like this year that I look tired because I've been in school and it's been COVID, the pandemic. I'm in front of the computer for long hours. So it could be that,
The zombie effect.
yeah, that my skin just needs a vacation.
I think we all need a vacation.
I know.
If you can vacate anywhere, where would you go?
That's all right. Honestly, I really want to go to Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah.
Some of my coworkers are trying to go to Japan.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So are you going to...
Yeah, we're gonna go next. We're gonna go next August. So we're gonna go
Yay.
next
Oh, you
August for
are.
two years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who convinced them to do next August? Because I know you said it was
I
going to be
did.
around the corner.
Well. Yeah, because they wanted to go initially. They wanted to go this August, and I was just like, well, for me, I know I have responsibilities, so I know saving up enough to have a comfortable vacation.
But also it's May right now.
Right. It's May.
So I feel like-
that's too close. I don't know. I mean, I probably could have if I didn't have so many responsibilities, but
I feel like the average person could not make a big ass trip over halfway across the world in only a couple months.
no. I mean, if they could, if they,
The average person.
the average person. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
With responsibilities,
With-
with family, with shit to do,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna go in August of next year. But I think next month or this month for May, we are gonna go to AC for a weekend
hell yeah.
as a group. So that's gonna be fun.
Messy. I feel like AC always gets messy because
It does.
it's so tacky
It
there,
does.
and
It does.
you.
I haven't been to AC in a while, so I'm actually
Same.
kind of like excited to go. I'll probably just go to the outlets if anything.
Yeah.
I think they have a Tommy outlet out there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go? The pool? Because, like, what's down there? I feel like AC is shutting down, and after the pandemic, who knows what it looks like?
Yeah.
Unless they've been open secretly.
I don't do-
breaking all the rules like a mini Vegas.
Yeah. I don't do. Well, I do casinos, but like I don't really like losing my money.
Same. I'm so cheap.
So,
I'm cheap. Like I'm
when
not
I
calling
go,
you cheap, but
no,
I'm cheap.
I'm cheap.
So I don't like to.
So when I go to like
Parks.
parks, or I was gonna say it, but then I was like, no, don't should I say it? When I go to parks or AC, it's like I have maybe $50 that I'm willing to lose.
Yeah.
Maybe. And usually I'm playing at the penny machine so I can get the free drinks.
Yo, my friend's mom plays the penny machines like all the time. Like she actually likes gambling, and she be winning like
Really?
thousands of dollars off those penny machines. I don't know her method.
Yeah,
but I think she
once
puts
you
like
got
$5
something,
into it
yeah.
or something, and she'll win like $1,000.
Really?
Yes.
My mother's godmom, rest her soul, she used to win. My mom used to drive them to AC all the time, and they used to win.
Yeah.
They used to win. And they used to be fancy with their fur coats down there and everything. Like
I love that.
driving in the Jag with the fur coats.
Yo,
and-
that's a vibe.
yeah, but she has fur coats out for days. Like honestly.
Yo, I actually like took a picture down here in Trenton of Kudra furs, like, you know, it's like off South Broad
South
or
Broad,
something.
yeah.
And it's like so cool because they have like the original painting on the building, and it's all faded now and it looks so vintage. So I went and took pictures of it and I showed my dad and I was like, look at these pictures, like, you know, I just took one day. And he was like, oh, that's Kudra furs. He said everybody used to go and get their furs there, and everyone did used to wear furs back in the day.
I remember my sister was like, one year, since her birthday's in February, it's always cold or whatever. She's like, we're going to have a fur party. Everyone needs to get a fur.
That's hot. I love that. I love it.
I wanted to have a hobo party. Yes.
Honestly, that would be easy for me because I feel like I dress like a hobo every
like
day,
everybody just comes dressed like a hobo and like just have fun. Yeah, I think it would be cool. I've also wanted to have a party in the rain.
I'm sorry.
Like
why would
everyone-
you want a hobo party, and why is that fun? I feel like that's not fun at all. I feel like that's bad energy for the hobos, and also
Like we can
for
just
yourself.
like sit in the house with like our fingerless gloves and like have like we can have.
Why? Why would you ever?
I don't
would you ever
know.
use
I
that?
don't know. I seen it on iCarly and I was like, oh, that sounds like a pretty neat idea. And
Okay, it was on iCarly, which
Yeah.
means it is not okay for 2020.
sometimes it might. You don't know. Hobos have good fashion sometimes.
I cannot get over this. I'm sorry. Okay, what was your
The other one was I want to have a party in the rain. So everyone's wearing like
That's kind of cool.
like
actually.
see-through raincoats, and like you just have like your bathing suit underneath or something.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I really like that.
And like the weird summer rains that come and go like really quickly.
Those are the best.
Yeah. Where it's like really heavy. Yeah. I'm just outside, just
Rain
at a
boots,
party.
rave out.
Yeah.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
I actually really like that idea. That could be fun.
Or like have a place where it's just constantly raining, and we just put dye in the water and stuff like that. Like a paint party.
Oh, that's super
Yeah,
fun.
where
Yeah.
you drum with the paint and stuff like that,
Yo.
and it just splashes everywhere.
You should open up a club and have different
I should.
theme nights.
Maybe we should.
I love the theme, so
Yeah.
I'm with you. That's probably why Halloween's our favorite holiday, because I love any kind of theme. I can't wait to have a real Halloween party. I'm gonna go all out. All my treats are gonna look like dead things and spiders and mummies and shit like that. I'm gonna have punch with eyeballs in it and like a hand, and I want smoke and
Yeah, you got to. You have to go all
Spider
out.
webs.
You have to go all out for Halloween.
fucking
Halloween
love
is a
it.
good season. And it's a good time, like, you know what I mean? Because it's not cool, but it's not hot. But
exactly.
you know,
Yeah, I love
it's
fall.
perfect. Fall is a good
So
time.
cozy.
It is. It is. That's your favorite season?
It used to be my favorite season, but then I got acupuncture for allergies, and now spring is my favorite because I can actually, since I was like in kindergarten probably, I've had such bad allergies where I was on like 4 different medications and I had asthma. Like I literally could not breathe. Even on the medications that I was on, I still could not breathe. My nose is stuffed up, running, my eyes were killing me. Like I couldn't breathe until I was like, when did I get acupuncture? Probably like 24 or maybe later, like 26 or 7. So I hated the spring because I couldn't be outside. Like I thought I was gonna die like for the whole spring. So when I finally got acupuncture, I was like, oh my God, it smells so
breathe.
sweet out here. So I could actually appreciate and right now the grass is so green because all the new grass is growing in, all the flowers are popping up. It's so beautiful. Like when you actually can smell how sweet spring is, you can actually enjoy the weather. You don't have to worry about your life.
I don't know if I have a favorite season. I think my favorite time would be like the transitioning from summer to fall. Like my birthday
So on
time.
brand, yeah.
Like my birthday time.
Exactly.
Just that I feel
Virgo
like
status.
well, I feel like September is a perfect month because it's like you can wear like your long sleeves with shorts. Like you know what I mean?
I love hoodie. Like I love layering. I
Yeah.
love hoodies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely
And winter is
agree.
too cold and
Oh,
I'm
fuck that.
over all the fucking snow that we get sometimes.
I think I'm over it. Like the older I get, the more I'm like, I want to move to a warmer climate for real. Yeah.
I want to move to Mars. If it was possible, I would move there.
by yourself or with people?
Maybe like a selected group of people.
It's probably cold there.
No, it definitely is cold there. But it's peaceful. It's less crazy people. Say no. Crazy people. No, that's always been my favorite planet was Mars. So
I think mine was Jupiter.
why?
Because of the rings, and it was the biggest, and it's made out of gas.
Are you fancy?
Yeah, obviously. It's beautiful.
She's a girl who likes rings, so of course it'll be her favorite.
Wrong hand. I'm missing the ring. Yo, you know how there's always like those videos popping up of a woman proposing to her man. How do you feel about that?
Shit, it's 2020. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you have.
Do you think that like if a guy doesn't
Or
propose,
it's
that means he's
2021.
not
I'm
ready?
sorry, I put us in last year.
Yeah, no more 2020.
No more 2020. We're done. 2020 was long as fuck.
Holy fuck, it was long.
It was
man.
long as fuck,
What a
but 2021 is
torturous year.
definitely going to be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like a closed mouth does not get fed. So if
I love that phrase. I use that phrase all the time.
yeah, I do too. It's one of my favorite phrases. But yeah, like you don't want to be in a relationship for 16, 17 years and then it's like, oh, let's get married. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like it defeats the purpose to me. Like,
Here's my problem with it. Because I don't know if I believe that a dude is ready if they don't ask. So I feel like...
You don't want to put it on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like I don't even want to go and do it because obviously if they haven't done it yet, they're not ready. That's how I feel.
So what if it's 16, 17 years?
Then you might as
And
well
you
accept the
guys-
situation that you're in.
Really?
Yeah, or like if you haven't, but like within the 16, 17 years, I'm bringing that shit up. If I want to get married, I'm bringing that up probably around year 5, 8, 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing it up, and usually I feel like the reason why it happens that way, where it's been 16, 17 years and they're still together and she's wondering why he didn't propose, is because he's making promises. He keeps putting it off. It'll happen. I promise. So, you know, because otherwise, how does that happen? How does that happen where you're still wanting a ring and it's been 16 years and it hasn't happened? He's not being real with you. He's lying to you, and he's saying that it's going to happen eventually.
Or
That's
maybe
usually
he's
the
just
case.
not marriage material.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if a guy hasn't proposed to you in 17 years, don't propose to him because he don't want it. He don't want to get married.
Well,
So why would you do that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm down for it. Or I'm down for it. If you want to propose. I was supposed to.
I'm not surprised.
I said no, obviously, but yeah.
And how long were you together, though?
We were together for 5 years.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
like
so
solid time.
solid
Were you too
time.
young? Like, what
I
made
was
you say,
young.
like,
I was young, but at the same time, I felt like it wasn't a thing. I don't think we were both ready, if that makes sense.
Why? Like financially? Or
No,
like
financially, I think we
career-wise,
were.
or
But I also,
goals?
I don't know, I just feel like there was still some growing to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I had some maturing to do, and he needed to mature as well, you know? So
That was very mature of you to think that way.
yeah. But I was just like, if we come back to it, then yeah. This is always my question. Even if I was to get a text message right now, would you marry me? Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause-
really?
Look at us on YouTube. So we just was talking for like 20 minutes and we ran out of space on the camera. We didn't even realize. So yeah.
So yeah.
It was getting good too. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in for our first episode, official episode, I guess you could say. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff. Will be in the description below. And yeah, peace and blessings. Love you.
Love you.